Hey guys, I'm Tutorial Phil. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a small unboxing for you today, and I previewed it on my Instagram story. This is actually my first purchase on Chanel's online boutique because they didn't have this in where I'm living. So it just comes shipped in their regular boxes, so you can see it's kind of small. It's not a huge thing. Just a little note card. And this is just a sticker, it's not like the camellia flower. And I think you can probably guess what it is. It's a kind of a new product. So this is it. Like I was saying, it's a pretty small item. It's their new Bois de Chanel lip balm. They released a skincare and makeup line just for men, which includes this lip balm. It includes a makeup or foundation, like a tinted moisturizer, and it also has a brow pencil, I think, to fill in your brows. So I just got this more to see what it looks like and to pair it with my Chanel egg. This is actually smaller than I thought it was gonna be because I have the Fresh Lip Therapy. I thought it was gonna be the same size as that, but this one is a bit smaller. So it just comes in a slim, it's like a deep navy metal tube with the Chanel logo on top, and you just pull it off. And this is supposed to be matte and clear. This is 0.1 ounce, so that's pretty much all that you are getting. It retails for $38 in the US. Comparing that to the Fresh Lip Balm, which I think even has more. The Advanced Therapy, I think it's like 28. So this is definitely quite pricey. It's honestly more just for the packaging, I think, to like keep in your bag, kind of just to have it. And in this video, I'm just going to quickly try it on and see if there's a noticeable difference, because this is supposed to be matte, and maybe I can compare it to one of my other lip balms as well. But I was thinking of doing a more in-depth review of some of the lip balms that I have and compare them against each other. Alright, so right now I have nothing on my lips as kind of a control for you to see the level of glossiness. So this is the Chanel lip balm that I was reviewing, and I'm gonna just put it on half of my lip. And I forgot to mention that this is actually scentless as well, so it's colorless and scentless, and it's supposed to be mattifying. Alright, so the left half of my lip has the lip balm and the right side doesn't. So right now there's not a whole lot of difference between the side that doesn't have it and the side that does, which I would think is doing a pretty good job of not making it too glossy. So to contrast that, I still have a bit of this left. This was the Tom Ford one, which I did a review on as well. And this one does have an applicator as well, and I'm going to put it on the right side so you can kind of compare. So I think right away you can see the Tom Ford one is a lot glossier than the Chanel one. The Tom Ford one is scented. It's pretty heavy. I mean, it's a nice scent, but I always usually just prefer mine to be unscented. It has kind of a chocolatey scent, and it has a bit of a sandy texture as well. I don't think it's intended to be glossy, but it does give you like a semi-gloss finish. So now I've gone ahead and removed all the lip balm from my lips, and you can see they're a bit dry now. And I'm gonna do another comparison with the Labo lip balm. This one I didn't review yet. This one was the recent one that I got before the Chanel one. This one does not have an applicator tip, so you're supposed to put it on your finger and then put it on your lip. So this one actually does a pretty good job of or not creating a glossy finish. It's not necessarily mattifying, but it's not nearly as glossy as the Tom Ford one. I think that's going to be the glossiest one that I own, and I definitely prefer lip balm to be invisible. So I'm going to put the Chanel one, the Bois de Chanel lip balm, on the left again. And they're pretty equal, like the left and the right. Due to the way you apply it, I do have more product on the Labo side. The Labo is a bit more of a gel consistency, whereas the lip balm on the left, the Chanel one, is less liquidy, less gel. It's a bit more solid. But the feeling on my lips, it's pretty similar. So once again, I removed all of the lip balm from my lips, and the last one that I'm gonna try for you, I only have a little bit of left, but I probably should be throwing it away. This is the Sugar Advanced Treatment Lip, or Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment. This was the one I talked about earlier in the video as one of my first more expensive lip balms, and is still one of my favorite. And this one is very similar to the Chanel, and it comes like a stick tube like this. It's also in a metal tube. And I'm going to just apply it to the right side again. So again, you can see here that it doesn't change really the glossiness or it doesn't really change the texture of my lips. This one does have a slight scent. The Labo was scentless or scent free. This one has a very slight lemony scent. I actually kind of enjoy this one because it's very subtle. So I don't really mind it at all, and it fades away pretty quickly. And then finally, I'm going to apply the Chanel one yet again on the left. I kind of feel a difference though when I put the Chanel on the left and the Sugar lip treatment on the right. The Chanel one kind of feels drier, and the Fresh, which is on the right, the Sugar, feels more moisturized. Because when I put my lips together like that, there's more friction on the left side than it is on the right side. And they're both the same type of applicators because it's like a solid lip balm stick. Price, I believe, for the Sugar one, I believe is $28, and then the non-advanced therapy one is I think $25 or $26. But this one I do really recommend. So here are the 4 lip balms or lip treatment that I just tried on. In this video, you have the Chanel one, which is the topic of this video, the new Bois de Chanel lip balm. And then I tried on the Tom Ford one for men, the lip balm. This is Labo for another lip balm, but this is the only one that doesn't have an applicator tip. So you have to squeeze it on your finger first before you apply it to your lip. This is the Sugar Advanced Therapy lip treatment. Price wise, I'm gonna list them below, but I think this one was $25. This one was the least expensive. I think it was probably like less than $15 for this one. The Sugar one was, I believe, $28. The most expensive by far is the Chanel, and it kind of has the least of all of these because the Chanel only has 0.1 fluid ounce. Even the Sugar one has 0.15, so you get 50% more. And then you have, this is 0.34, so this is like over 3 times the amount you're getting for the Chanel one, though due to this one and the Labo being a little bit more liquidy, the consistency, I think you actually end up using a little bit more. So that's why you kind of get more product. And then this one's actually the most, you can kind of see from the packaging. This is 0.5 fluid ounce, but it also was the least expensive. And this one works pretty well. I just don't like that it doesn't have an applicator tip. So this one's pretty good buy. I think because it's from a pretty good brand, and it is odor free, or it's scent free, and it's done a pretty good job. Back to the Chanel lip balm, I unfortunately don't think I would recommend purchasing this. It really is something you would just get for the packaging and the design, for you to like put it in your toiletry bag or your day bag, and it just looks kind of cool when you take it out. I mean, if you're a fan of Chanel, then I think that's why you might get it, but if you're just looking for a really good lip balm, I don't think this is it for the money that you're spending, because this is the most expensive out of all of the ones I reviewed, and you also get the least amount of product. If you're really looking for a good solid one, I highly recommend the Sugar Advanced Therapy. That I think they sometimes have samples, so you might want to give it a try. I just found that the texture is really good, and it is very moisturizing without being overly saturated on your lips. Like this one, I feel is the Tom Ford one is a little bit thick, so maybe a winter one might be good, but I do think the Advanced Therapy one, it's supposed to improve the texture of your lip over time. This one is, the Labo one is actually pretty good all around. It's the most cost efficient. You get the most product and it's the least expensive, but it's not a common drugstore brand. But the major disadvantage is I don't like the applicator, because there is none. You have to squeeze it onto your finger or maybe some sort of cotton swab before you can put it on your lips, because you don't want to use this directly on your lips, because it's just like it's kind of just open like that. So it's going to be very easy to contaminate if you put this directly on your lips. And that's my video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Check me out on Instagram for the latest updates and exclusive content. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.